And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. This is a chat destination target show. This is something new, a little different. Thought we'd try and have some fun with it. I don't know how much fun it's going to be. Got a black-pilled Max. How you doing, Karen Lynn? Good to see you. Hi, Pamela Jean, Scotty Boy, F Kitty. See who else we've got here. I don't know how this show is going to go. This is going to be, hi Trey. Dolly, good to see you. So this is going to be a chat and destination show. Hi, Rochelle. He's Canadian. Yeah, well, you can see my Canadian flag up there, Rochelle. Nice to meet you. I'm in China as well. You good, Max? Nah, Max is angry tonight. So, Max is tired and sore and angry. But I do have a fun destination for us, so I thought we'd have a chat. Yeah, right, Scotty Boy? Thanks for that. Yeah. No, been a pretty rough week for Max. So, yeah, I thought I'd come on and chat and vent. Cats are moody. Well, you know I'm in Canada, Rochelle. Come on, I'm Canadian too. So you know why I'm mad. Fine. Yeah, from the bottom, there's the only way is up from the bottom, right, Dolly? No, people been it's been rough. Anyway, yeah, we've had the truth of community smashed in my mind again, which happens over and over again. Psyops within the truth of community, um, electronic attacks. Uh, what else we got? We got YouTube coming after me, wanting me to verify or some crap like that. Um, yeah, electronic attacks again around us. That I'm trying to find a solution for. Not having as much success as I want, which is a little disappointing. Um, Usually, when I find a problem, I'm usually able to solve it. And, damn, they giving us a good run for our money, Rochelle. Verification is over. Exactly. Thank you, Michelle. Well, since everyone's here and no one is there, I'm going to go back to A7. Oh, okay. Are they on? Let me take a look over there. Because this is just a chat, guys. I do have a destination. But, let's see what we got going on A7 there. Yeah, I do have quite a bit to talk about, but I don't see them live. You're, oh, okay, there they are. What are we talking? The biology of divinity. Very interesting. All right, let's. tell them that.
I won't be able to see the chat, y'all. So
let's share in this.
Oh God, what will you do?
Okay, so I minimized the. Okay, now I'm going to go into my bio folder.
There.
Bear with me, folks. I'm clicking on it, but it isn't doing anything.
Double
So
click.
hang on. There we go.
Hold on, I gotta stop sharing. Hold on. I can't get to the chat after I expand the screen. So let me see. I wish we could, well, we could, but let's just kind of watch what
Sacred geometry.
There is a lot to do with biology.
Right. Well, the whole idea behind this is that heart rhythms directly affect brain centers involved in foresight, decision-making, social awareness, and our ability to self-regulate. And the diagram is showing you that when we are when we're coherent, when we're aware, coherent, control, and we can function. The brain has a very smooth amplitude. It has a very smooth frequency. But when we're out of sync with our emotions, when we're out of sync with
that's Teresa.
Our purpose, when we're confused or upset or angry, and the heartbeat changes and the heart gets affected, then there isn't coherence between the heart and the brain. And you can see on the left-hand side, it's showing how
I'm in a mood tonight, I tell you.
Our heart, when you have that sensation of your heart racing,
or
you're going to get anxiety and it tightens up, or you're angry and it feels like there's this like a stab in your chest or someone's hurt you emotionally or physically. That jolt changes that whole
you get that YouTube? They said that I could share this.
The heart is transmitting constantly to the brain.
Transmit this.
And so they're out of sync. There is no
chat
coherence.
about it.
So we're going to show you how
your audio
this communication is actually working.
Let's see what we got going on.
Took me all the way to the very end. I didn't do anything.
No,
that's funny.
Best I can do.
Hang on a minute. Gotta take it back. Sorry.
Check over here.
Okay.
Let's see what I sound like.
Dalibor.
I can fix it up.
Yes.
You can hear me? Okay. So the first thing that we wanted to cover here is about DNA.
No, that does sound a little fucked up. Let me see. I have a 10-second delay on it. Yeah, thanks. I'll straighten that out. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's try.
Reduce. How does that do? Does that fix it up at all? It's not as loud though. Automatically adjust mic. Let's try that. I have to kind of talk while we're doing this. Have to wait 10 seconds for that. Now that made it lower. So the reduced background noise seemed to help. That's a little smoother, but it is quieter. There we go. That's the best I can do. Hi, Morgan. Let me put the invite. No, go back. Yeah, is this better? Come here, Max. Come here, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up. There we go. Oh, you're such a good boy. Is the sound better? I was listening to Morgan singing earlier, and I was thinking of doing that myself. I don't know what I was thinking of singing. Well, let's go back to Andromeda 7 there. Oh, cancel.
Because it consists of four
Yeah.
letters: Yod, Hey, Vowel, and Hey final.
Right. Yeah. He also said that it's like he described it like a language system deep
Synapses are
within
good,
our
like
own
Goosebumps. Goosebumps are good, Dolly.
internal. It's more than just like computer type code. It's more of a. It's the system where you can, once you start experiencing those emotions, it allows you to express things in a
Hi,
certain
Morgan.
way.
How you doing?
It's what animates us within our
Yeah.
own DNA.
Yeah,
Everything,
it's a constant mic check
Everything
for
in
me
our
now.
body is made of amino acids. Although we only have 20 different amino acids that the body utilizes to form into
How are you doing there?
proteins.
Let me
But
do a mic
since
check.
these can be combined in like a near infinite number
Okay,
of
am I coming through? Can you hear me?
number of
Yeah.
proteins
Yeah.
that the body has and makes
Sound
on
good.
its own is
Okay,
about
great.
22,000 out of just those 20 basic amino acids.
Yeah.
So right now they're on the
Four
junk
of which are
DNA
used in
of
just
biology,
the
which
DNA.
I kind of explained by our chimeric existence,
Now, let me get onto this
being
next one. The
born
DNA,
from the dragon and interbred with,
this is interesting.
you know,
This is
various
what you're
other
seeing here is
species, and
pictures of a neuron.
hominid, as we know it
And a
now,
neuron
being the
is like
remnant
any other cell.
best form in the form of
The neuron
Noah
is
or
specifically
whatever,
regulated
the
for
purest in his genealogy, you know.
It's
But
all
yeah,
true.
pretty much
When you get off
chimeric.
scripture, no. It's
Yeah,
all
we
true.
could
Yeah.
pretty much become an
Yep.
octopus if, you know, if the situation was right, you know. So yeah, junk
Well,
DNA.
that's what we're closest to. It's not apes. Not apes. It'd be octopi. It'd be octopi from the sea, something from the water. Sure.
Yeah. Hi, Paula. Yeah, your mic's a little low there, Morgan. If you could
Hi. Can you hear me?
adjust it up somehow. I'll try adjusting you up a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch my settings.
Okay, I'll wait for you to do that and see how that works out.
Is my audio good?
Yes.
Yeah, everything seems quiet right now, though, for some reason.
Yeah, they're
Let me just,
raping our audio.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm limited to advanced settings.
So,
Yeah.
how is it now, Max?
Choppy.
Is it better now or worse?
Worse.
Okay, like I've got different options. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, same volume, but worse.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Anyway, let me switch it again. I've got different choices. So just go running through
A
them.
little more volume there.
This is the one I'm at now. We're getting more volume out of this one. It
Yeah.
looks like. Is this like what if I go like? Is that better like that? Like it looks like it's getting really loud though on my end. If it's not really loud, that's okay.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
It's not loud. Okay, I'm sitting here thinking this is way loud. Okay, so I got to figure out what to do here. All right. Oh, it's. Okay, how's it sounding now? Because now I put it at 200.
It's pretty good. It's not bad. How are
Okay.
you, Paula? Say something.
Not bad.
Paula? It'd be some sound out of Paula.
Yay. Hey, everybody can usually hear me because I have a big voice.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got a bit of an echo too. That's okay. That's tolerable though.
There
So this
should
is all
not be
right?
an echo.
Yeah. Yep. You're both
Okay.
sounding okay now.
I have nothing else that could
Right
cause
on.
an echo. Maybe
I've
that's
I've got my
fine.
echo cancellation on.
Me too.
Yeah, I have the. I switched to. I had the echo cancellation on, but you guys said I was too low, so I went to reduce mic background noise.
Oh.
And usually the echo cancellation just works for me. So I don't know. How does it sound now?
Yeah, you sound better. It's low, but I'm just gonna go turn
Yeah,
my
I
TV up.
usually should be very high on the volume. I don't know what's going on.
They don't want us talking. That's what's going on.
Yeah, you're very low on YouTube. I'm waiting to hear me. I can't even hear me.
Well, I can hear you.
Do I look frozen or something?
Nope. Well, I'm not on YouTube either. You might be frozen on YouTube.
Okay. Well, we're going to have to deal with the volume issues as it is, because that's about the best we can do.
If it helps, I got kicked out of seminary. I mean,
Oh man, we're just gonna get messed with constantly. Yeah, that's oh well. We'll just have to deal with it. Yeah. Yeah. I was pretty upset today. Mrs. Max was pretty upset today. She went downtown. And she had a bout of depression. And she came home. And she said that she was upset for a little while there. She was going for a job interview. She was doing some things, but there was nothing that happened that should have made her upset. And she got home, and she even got even more upset just by being home. And so she told me what was going on, and I had to remind her that every time we go downtown, both of us have ill effects. We get sick, we get angry, like one time we were down there, and I even did a video after because the effects of it were so bad. Both of us had nausea, weakness in the knees, upset stomach or churning stomach, dizziness, nausea. And we tried to get out of the area, and that helped. Didn't entirely get rid of it. And I even did a show of this after, where we went into the woods and we were both just sitting there grounding, trying to get that ick off of us.
Yeah.
And yeah, it really took her today because she'd gone downtown. And every time we go downtown, like even when I go to work, I feel ill effects. I'm going towards the downtown area where there's higher levels of Bluetooth, radiation, Wi-Fi, all of it. And I feel physical effects of it and some emotional. For me, it's not depression or anxiety. I get angry. So, noticing that these things are happening is really important. Like Mrs. Max, she always thinks it's her. She always thinks, why am I doing, she blames herself. And a lot of people do that, and it makes it even worse because you're beating yourself up for something that's being done to you.
Yes. Yes. The mind is quite powerful.
Yeah. And nobody can beat you up like yourself.
Right. It's like in Liar Liar. I'm kicking my ass. Do you mind?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Personally,
oh, I feel it when I come home. I know that I gotta watch out.
Yeah.
When
She said as soon as she
downtown.
walked through the door, she just felt this wave come over her. And it took her. And I think it was our router, really, quite honestly. Like I have our router protected and covered, but it's not it's not completely shut off, right? So it can log into her. John, tune the audio down a little on female's voice. Okay. Paula's always got the audio. Let me turn her down a bit. Well, that's not it.
I have mine cranked to hear you.
Yeah, my TV's on 50 to hear him.
There. Yeah. How's that? Yeah, we're gonna have like a lot of problems with audio and stuff like that in the future. Connections, problems, all that, because the internet's getting so much better and they want us so much more connected.
Yeah. I know. It's almost like
so much. Yeah.
oh,
Sometimes I just do hit that sarcastic tone just right.
Oh, love it.
they want us purchasing.
Yeah. Mm.
My value is in my purchasing.
Oh yes, and here, yeah. Oh man, I've been spouting this crap. Have you heard me talking about the super patch?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Here, let's.
It's like NeuroPatch instead of NeuroLink. It's NeuroPatch.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Let's have a little talk about the super patch. I've been looking at other things because I've been looking at if they have any technology that is actually helpful. However, what I'm finding is not. I was hoping that this signal patch was going to be something that would help us, but unfortunately, it's not. It's basically the same thing. Here we have Lumi, Rocket, Kickit. I was hoping that this. Let me go to that. Let me go to Signal Patch for you guys. I was hoping this Signal Patch was going to be something that would help us, but unfortunately, it was also developed by the military as an antenna.
Oh, of course.
Of course. Now I thought it would be like a anti-antenna. I have still not found that technology. This one is like a super antenna. But unfortunately what it does is it does log into your nervous system.
Like a Fitbit, but that goes right in your body.
Well, even a Fitbit really does go into your body.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
exactly. Because it's reading waves anyway. They're not. You're using wireless technology, even though they're using the program's in wire, but they're using wireless technology.
Yeah, I've been looking for a technology that absorbs the signals. Now, this one does give some indications, but let me X out these. This one, when you're using it, it does.
I understand how they can access it so max. It makes sense.
This one causes heat. Now that heat could be from them accessing.
Yeah, well, so does the box that we use. Like,
yeah, I know. Yeah, that's the thing.
The wireless router box gets hot. It's really hot.
Yeah. So are they just sending more signals to you, or are they dissipating the signals to you? I don't think they're dissipating the signals being sent to us, and I wish they were. Hi, G. How you doing?
Good. Great topic. Hi, everybody on panel and in chat.
Yeah, it's pretty much my only topic now.
Hi.
Because you're making sense. You're making
everything
sense.
Else
if
is
anybody finds it, it should resonate with them.
Yeah, everything else is a damn distraction.
This is it. Like,
this is what
look
they
at
are
it on your spine. It looks It looks like they want it on your spine, Max.
And I bet that would help.
Of
You know,
course
I
they want
guarantee
it.
that this technology would work.
Oh, for sure.
Now I can
Wow.
barely hear you, Paula. Let me adjust you back up.
Yeah. Of course they want to plug into our spine so that they can harness us and our energy from the direct source.
Synthetically.
Synthetically, yes.
If they can get this technology in or on us, they don't even need the internet. They don't need those towers. They don't need them anymore.
That's right. Because you've seen
If
what
they
wireless
can get
can
it
do.
in
That's what I
and
mean.
on
It's
us,
no longer magic.
we are the internet. They don't need the towers. They don't need any of it.
Yeah.
And that's their
Yeah.
goal. But they're not there yet. If they were there yet, we'd be done. Your
Oh,
thoughts
yeah.
would
Yeah,
not
yeah,
be
yeah.
your own by now. But
Yeah.
our thoughts are our own. And I don't know whether they can entirely override that completely. If we're conscious and aware,
I get what you're saying, Max.
like if we are
Because
so
it's attached
conscious
to our
and aware
pineal,
of
our
what
penelin,
is,
right?
yeah, if we're conscious that that is what's happening,
That keeps
like
overriding their shit, right?
I was able to break the programming going through my wife's mind within seconds. As soon as I said,
Right.
it's not you, you went
'Cause you
downtown.
were
Do you
aware.
remember going downtown and what that did you? And
Right.
boom, it broke it.
Yeah. As soon as she
Oh, yeah.
realized. Yeah.
Yeah, realization is key. Like
Yes.
knowing
I probably would
yourself.
remember, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. You could even
Yeah.
recall where the spirit, like sometimes you do, you might recall the person that you ran into that transferred it to you. Not that that's how you got it, but I'm just saying sometimes
No,
someone will
that
be like,
is
hey,
how you
remember
get
when
it.
I'm
It's
downtown?
load
Okay.
balancing.
That wasn't your fault.
That is how you get
And
it.
you're like, oh,
It
wait,
is
that's what
load.
happened.
It is called load
Okay,
balancing.
thank you. I didn't want to be assuming in the
once
spiritual realm
we-
too quick, but I was going to say,
No, once we
You
come
were
in
correct.
contact with each other, what the system tries to do is called load balancing. It tries to equalize so that the cybersecurity works properly. So each person has to be load balanced. And when you come in contact, this is how they transmit their illness. Is the load balancing is part of it.
Mm.
No, you are
that
correct.
sounds parasitic. I imagine
It
you're
is.
it
Yes.
makes sense, man. It makes sense why they would want that as well.
Yeah.
Something new's been happening to me over the past 2 weeks. Now, yes, I'm always talking to myself in my own head because I'm always pondering on something, but this is not that. What's happening is I'm hearing audible voices, both male and female, and it's like I'm coming in on the middle of a conversation and like a whole sentence will come through. And I'll think about that for a minute. I'm like, well, I wasn't thinking about that. Why the fuck is that there?
Yeah.
And then I delete it immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had
Okay.
that happen to me too. Yeah,
This
definitely.
is new
Well,
for me.
So you're picking up
They're going to get a run
The-
for their money coming at my ass.
That's the lily. That is actually the lily wave, I believe.
I
The
think that's the
wave
lily
is
wave.
an emotional
Yeah.
feedback system,
something.
and they've
It's
advanced
trippy.
that in a long.
Yes.
Like they've had, that's been around since the 70s.
Yeah.
So
Yep,
they've had
that-
50 years to work on that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I also wanted
That's
to
wild.
say that the other night I had Max Vision on my show doing serial killers, and he brought this up. And I started looking at stuff like this, call it Tavistock, MK Ultra, whatever. But I almost question if some of these past and current psychopaths are wired in somehow.
Yes, absolutely. They are programmed to do what they do.
Yeah.
It's
seems-
And
covert
are they
population
targeted? Like,
control.
are there the people that they find, like Sharon Tate? Was that targeted? You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes you wonder.
Like,
huh?
like how we yeah, you watch performance, right? Young girl, and all of a sudden you realize she's trained.
Yeah.
Like, and in a cult.
hmm
Yeah, and
They
the
make
other
better actors
family,
that way.
of course.
Yes.
And the other family they killed, the man and women, he was a grocery store chain owner. And just hypothetically, what if somebody wanted some real estate or some grocery stores and he declined them, and just, throw that in on the mix? Just saying. I just kind of sometimes don't think those kind of murders are happenstance.
No target. Yeah.
Right.
You see them in the media from time to time.
Yeah, people generally are good. This is what
Yes.
irks me, is people are good, but look at what society has become and how it's done
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
that. It,
Um,
yeah, everything is wrong,
it's
and
programming. You can tell. You can
Yeah.
tell programming now. I mean, like maybe 10 years ago you couldn't, but now everyone I think is ready to accept it. It's like that they've been
Yeah.
programmed. The youth have been programmed to do this revolt, stupid thing.
yeah, but they're realizing that they were told to do everything right, and they did. They went to school, they went to college, they got their diploma just like we did, and none of it's working out. Why?
No, I knew it wouldn't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like my parents, like I would have been directed into that. And I mean, yeah, I did, but I went for a trade. I said, no, I'm only going to put actual cash down if I get to weld,
Yeah.
and I learned to do the skill, and I'm happy I did.
Hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't put
Yeah.
down $60,000 to say I got a Bachelor of Arts degree, and then to owe 260,000. I think I would on the low end. I'd need a skill to be able to make any of that money back. You know what I mean? Like the first year out, I'd expect $60,000 if I were getting that kind of an education and paying that much. But they're paying that much for nothing, Max. Like nothing.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Back in the 60s, a bachelor's degree probably ran 6,000, and it really meant something when these people were coming out with those. But then progressively it got corrupted, and now it's 60,000 for the degree, let's say.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it means nothing. These poor people get out, and there's tons of them on the streets. Yeah, it's
Yep.
Yeah, I need a handful of things in front of my name, like I need more education to even be looked
but
at for a position.
even
That's
now,
not very many of anyway.
you get too many numbers or letters in front of your name. Well, now you're just indoctrinated, and we don't want you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ew.
And they're finding that that's happening a lot now. Is you're putting your what do they call them, your pronouns and that. Well, first thing they're going to
Yep.
think is, well, you're high maintenance, you're going to be low productivity, you're going to be the one that complains a lot, and soon you're going to be off on some disability or something. So why would I bother?
I'd rather give experience, or I'd rather to this person that has experience for a couple of years, but not in education. But I know they know how to get the job done. I'll hire them.
It's
if it doesn't work out, I'll think about it. I'll think about somebody else. If these
now
kids
having
don't,
the reverse effect, where college and university are becoming a detriment to employment.
yeah, like somebody who's like, I need somebody that I can train. Like, no, I'm sorry, I need somebody I can train from the ground up, or at least somebody that's not as indoctrinated as you. Exactly, Max. That's right.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
they want somebody who's still
grounded. Mm-hmm.
And if you're putting pronouns in front of your name, that's showing me you're just, well, either it's showing me you're stupid or you're trainable. I don't know which.
Or you show up from college. Imagine asking that kid, "Do you want to be here for the next 40 years?" Why? Because I need somebody who wants to be here the next 40 years. Because that's what I expect. I expect to be grateful for it.
On TikTok,
and you're coming on all entitled and telling me, what to call you and how to address you and all your little.
You want to start it. You want to start at 100,000 or something like that. It's like, it's like the position pays like.
You need an extra 15 minutes to use the litter box or whatever. I'm sorry.
And you don't have to be on time ever because you got a problem with that.
Yeah.
whole entire psyop that they've been pulling for the past few years. It makes the most sense to me. They're saying it on TikTok, so they're waking up too. Is it's an IQ test. All of it is an IQ test. How dumb or smart are you?
Right.
Yeah. Who
Right.
wins
And the
the
people
test?
that had money, bleed them. Right. The stupid people with money, take it from them. Exactly.
Yeah.
And they did. They robbed everybody they could.
Yeah.
Parents had told their kids, "Oh, you don't need to go do that. Just start working in the field." They did.
Yeah.
You know, I get you. Steal everybody who told their kids, go to college, do this, do that. Take their parents' money. Yep. Or the kids. Doesn't matter whose. Just take it.
Yeah, there's no generational wealth anymore, and they never expect to have any anymore. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody really. None of these children, like, expect to pass anything on to their children, because they won't have
No.
anything.
No. That expectation is gone, Max. You're absolutely right about that. Who expects to pass any home that they're in to their child right now that they're in? I would think very less than 30%.
Yep.
Less than that, but I
would
mean,
bet. Yeah. And will they be able to afford it? And once the insurance,
I just wasn't taking. I was people that are 80 years old right now and 70. I was still considering, right? Like they might be giving their house to their kids. They're going to sell it, but you know what I'm saying, right? They're still going to leave their 60-year-old or their 50-year-old child, just because that you do. Like if right now you're still 80 or or 70 or whatever.
Yeah.
But other than them, you know what I mean, who own their home, right? They die, right? Like they paid for it maybe 10 years ago, their mortgage off, or whatever.
Yeah, let me check something here.
I was going to say that the boomers kind of dropped the ball on all of that. This generation's not leaving much behind. It went boom.
No. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It did. It did.
Yeah, it was all a scam, though.
I mean,
unfortunately, it's all been a scam since the early 1900s. Really, it's all been a scam.
Yeah, you're right.
And they're lining us up for the next scam, and we don't even realize it. And they are doing it quite successfully. I don't know anybody that I can trust at the moment, and I'm sure that everybody else pretty much
I've been
the
looking
exact
at
same way. And they did that back.
They were streamlined in 1850.
They did that back in the 1920s when they introduced the Federal Reserve. They got us to the point where we couldn't trust anything. So anything.
That's what I mean.
And we have to be careful about this too. Like, we are rejecting everything that's been put before us, but we have to be conscious enough to know when they're putting something before us. What they did was they made it to the point where the public rejected everything that the bankers promoted. So the bankers promoted or rejected the Federal Reserve in the news, and everybody went, "Yay, let's have it." If the bankers reject it, let's have it. And we are being lined up for that. And I don't know what they're going to do. Like, we have a couple of ideas, but we don't know. That's the problem.
I understand exactly.
And we've got to be very
like the momentum of Trump getting in.
Yes, they are very
having the majority, what they could do.
They are very savvy at the moment. And it will be something that we don't expect. Like, I really, and I am racking my brain trying to figure out what it could be, because if we can preempt it,
I get you.
They'll have to change.
Yeah, if you can start warning people, the less people are going to get whacked with it, right? Yeah, yes. I hear you, man.
Like, that's what I'm trying to do with this electronic problem, but they don't just have one plan. There's not one plan at the end, right? They can still fool us another way, you know?
Yeah, I hear you. If we were sitting around here doing this, like, and tinfoil hats would actually be the answer, that's something we could have actually, like, underlining shit with tinfoil. You know what I mean? But it's a thing.
that does work,
It
you know, and
helps.
that is a solution for
know.
one of the problems that they've caused.
Yeah, they're getting in many ways now, are they not?
Yeah.
Dang.
But I
it's hard to
mean,
get
once
that
you hear them making fun of it to a
in
certain
the
degree,
food,
you
in our air.
absolutely know it works.
Yeah. Like we are getting a lot of, like I've gotten a lot of kickback and trouble for what I'm talking about now, this electronic problem. And so I know I'm on the right
It's where
path.
it's going.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
where
You're
it's
getting
going.
flack.
If I'm getting the flack, so we're in the
You're
right
flying
direction.
over the target.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So everything we've gotten
Mhm.
banned for in the past 4 years, and everything that all my videos that have been ripped down, we've had videos ripped down on colloidal silver, on wireless networks, on coronavirus. Those were just ripped down. They were not like they were not bans because we did not cross the line there, but we told some truth that they didn't like, so they got rid of them. I've lost, I think, 7 to 10 videos over the past year that I haven't gotten strikes for, but I've gotten 2 strikes over the past. Well, no, I've gotten more than that, but over the past 6 months, I've gotten 2 strikes for what we've been talking about. So
Yeah. And I got 3 videos were warned on me in the last 2 months to change them to 18 and over. So I do them all now.
Yeah,
It's
did you
That
see-
means I was just going to say that too.
My
Did
whole
you
see
channel
me
those?
is
too.
set for that.
Did you see the? I just sent you an image, G.
I did. I wrote a reply. Dang.
Now let me see if I can pull that up again because it was actually hard to keep going.
So when did this video come out? Is this a new one or are they reaching?
This is new.
Okay.
This came to me today.
Because they reached in mine. They went back like
Okay, I can't find
4
that
months
again.
ago.
What I was given, that warning has been deleted. Do you still have a copy of it? That's why I sent it to you.
Oh, hold on.
Because it has been deleted on my end.
I think I do have it. Let me.
That's why I sent it to you, hon.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to
Yeah.
reply and catch it in your email.
Yep.
And if not, I'll figure another way.
Yep. That just went away. If you could share that, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. Okay, I
knew that.
emailed
I
it
had a feeling they were going to
again.
delete that on my end. So yeah, that's what they did.
I know. I'm not surprised. Yeah, they reached in mine. It was
So it was a
ridiculous.
notification to me about content that G did.
What? A
I did
notification
it.
to you about content that happened.
Oh
to
yeah,
a
yeah.
partner.
This was a warning about the guidelines for me being on G's show.
Oh my God.
We're just on
See,
the
I'm
list.
even, yeah. See, they were sending me warnings about this video and that video, and
It's bullying. What they're doing is bullying. Remember
Oh, yeah,
just a
yeah,
few short
because-
years back where bullying was literally being made against the law and they did a complete 180 on it and now they're bullying us.
Yes.
This is like I'm receiving email after email from these people. Like this is, and then they get like this is a notification on an email, and then it got deleted.
Wow.
I noticed it about that in Google's or whatever, the small print or whatever. Are we allowed to bitch at you for shit that you do outside of blah, blah, blah? It's like, no, but, well, you signed a cookie 2 months ago one time when you were checking out something. It's like,
Right, Trey. Yeah.
Right?
yeah.
Cyber
Well,
bullying.
Max Vision, I have maybe apologize if my show caused all of something.
Oh
It's
no,
not-
I'm
No,
happy
that's-
about
it's
it.
I know
damn,
it's not me
No,
personally.
no, it causes me joy.
Oh, good. 'Cause, yeah, they've been.
Oh
I have
no,
3
this
videos.
is
They screaming at me.
perfect. This is wonderful. Like,
Yes.
oh
Oh,
no.
joy and rapture when we get
Oh,
smelt like
God,
that.
no.
Yes.
Please,
Yeah.
please tell me that I'm bad. Tell me, because
Yeah,
I know
no
I
doubt.
am
Tell me when I
doing
hit you.
something
It's like,
right.
so did I get you? Oh no, we're indestructible. It's like, actually, we're wounded. Good.
Why are you attacking a low-level peon like me?
I know. And me. I
I
am
know.
a 60-some
You
petite
weak,
old woman.
you weak ass
I'm
bitches.
insane. It's obvious.
My
You
channel
weak
is
ass.
pittance. I have just a little itty bitty channel. Yeah. I don't know. Something hinky is going on here.
Oh, they are taking it. They are taking it hard.
Ah, I love it. I love it.
No, don't apologize, G. I'm happy
Okay.
about it.
You know
Very
me.
happy.
Even though I'm a little petite gal, I'm out there, in the front
We may
lines.
be getting to the point like I told you. I was amazed when I went on CNN. I was amazed they opened up the chat, and I was
Thanks,
amazed
Karen.
at how many people understood exactly as we do what's going on.
Yes. My doctor,
Yeah.
I just went to see my doctor Monday, and I told her straight up, I said, you know they're trying to kill us, right? And she said, yeah, I know. My
Yeah.
fucking doctor is awake.
I think my doctor's one of them that's trying to kill me.
Good.
No, I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
the
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
wondering.
no, it's possible, G.
I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. You really, G? Is that what you said to her?
You better get another doctor.
I did not.
I
No.
wouldn't doubt you
I
said
thought
that
it.
to her, but let's get confirmation here, Paula. Is that what you said to her? And that's what her
I
response was?
absolutely said, I looked her square in the fucking face and I said, you know they're trying to kill us, right? And she said, yes, they're
Good girl.
trying to kill us. Yes.
Good girl.
Yes.
So yeah.
No doubt. Like, that's an easy one. I can tell you the
So
truth
let's
about.
all
Yes.
pause on that.
No
man.
argument. No have to go
Let's
back and
all
forth.
pause
They
on
are,
that
and you
for a
already know it.
moment.
Yeah. My doctor knows they're trying to kill us.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So come on. Let's take a moment and focus on that. Our doctors,
Yeah.
people on CNN, people you run into, they all are starting to seem to know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kids
Several
rock and
get
roll.
paid.
She
Don't
can't
forget they
do
get
for
paid
me.
for that.
She can't do for me. She's very upset that she can't do for me the things that I need done because the government has stuck their nose in where it don't belong, and we've had that discussion too. And they're limiting her ability to help her patients, and it's pissing her straight the fuck off.
Good. I am happy about that.
Yes.
Everything okay. Yeah, I was rather pissed tonight. I was going to label this show Black Pilled because I am getting pissed.
That's wild.
I am getting pissed.
So you're the physician getting the letters, and every month it's got a couple more names on it. Oh, could you not use this effective thing that you know is effective, and like you already use it, so you know how it works, and you know the side effects, and you know everything about it. So why are these non-medical people telling me now to stop prescribing this, or to think about not using it? But then in a few months it's going to turn into, okay, we're not using this or whatever, and they know it. And they know it, so she knows what they're trying to do.
My wife is all off all meds now. She was on 4 or 5, and she is off all meds now, all of them.
Yeah, I'm weaning myself off the crap they put me on after my heart attack.
Yeah, you might have to find supplementation. You might have to find herbal supplementation for that, but yes, there are ways to get off.
Well,
I'm going to get struck for that. So this is not medical advice.
this is not medical advice, no.
Entertainment only
This
purposes.
is for entertainment only. My thing is labeled as entertainment. This is not for 18 or under and all that crap.
Yeah.
Everything I do is about a script that I'm writing in a movie that might have parallels to real life. Those
Yeah.
mimic,
This
that's
is
a
just a
coincidence.
story.
Yeah.
This is a play.
This is what I do. It's a
This is a
character.
play. It's a
Take it easy.
dystopian play where the government has decided that they no longer want people to direct their
I
own
would like to read
lives.
that. That
You
sounds
know.
entertaining, but like fiction.
Yeah, Exactly.
And I would enjoy that. I think I will do
The
that.
best way to accomplish that is to electrify people and poison them. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, interesting story.
Let me catch up with Chad here.
Real.
Yep, just say
Could
this
be.
is a fictional show that sounds factual.
Really, and how much of reality can you trust? I
Right.
just wonder.
I don't think there's much we can trust.
Just saying.
I go
Augmented
by frequent
reality.
fasting and then what I feel, so that I know what I'm feeling is real. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just slow it down so I'm not
Hi, Brian.
overloaded. And then I know what I'm taking in. Like I sometimes got nothing in my gut and then I start eating again. And I don't want to even start eating again. Ever feel like that? You're like, I feel good. You know what I mean? I don't even feel bad. I don't even want to start eating again.
I don't even want to eat again because it's just going to poison you now.
Well, yeah, it's all
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah. But I do watch House. Back to the medication part real quick. I watch House, and according to that very, it's fiction, but it's also fact, very factual show, House is. And whenever he put people on medications for heart and whatnot, it was, you're going to take this for just a couple of years, and then you're going to be off of it. You will be weaned off of the medication. Just like if they put you on prednisone, they put you on a high dose and then they wean you down and take you off of it. That is how all medication should be. And this is just me telling a story about a TV show. This is not fact. Like I said, this is likely fiction, but to me, it's logical.
Hey, Manifester. Good to see you.
But Big Pharma want to make big bucks, so they keep you on it until it kills you. Because they're making it out of petroleum.
For entertainment purposes only, thank you.
For entertainment purposes only. We are enacting a play.
Troop. A troop. We are a troop. We are a trope. Huzzah!
To imagine I'm Circus du Soleil.
Yes, well.
Yeah. Have you all found your method of piloerection?
Oh man, I just can do it anytime now.
Okay.
Yes, I just do it. Yeah.
Okay. Is everybody aware of how that works? Everybody in chat. Morgan, have you heard of that before? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, this channel is about solutions, so yeah, I'm upset that I haven't found solutions for completely, but that's one of them. I'd like to go over.
I pride myself in getting those things off.
Oh man.
I'd like to go over what we found out for that. Okay, so for those of you that are new to the chat or just hearing about piloerection, if you're following my channel, you know that you're electronically attacked all the time. Every one of us is. We're not immune, unfortunately. Apparently type O bloods might have a little bit of an easier time with it in some respects, but they seem to suffer with organ damage and stuff like that. So there's pluses and minuses depending on how you take it. But piloerection is supposed to help us from allowing them to log into our bodies, which is one of the main problems, and you'll get that there they can transmit programs to and from your body, which is a real problem because they can have the problem of transmitting the wrong disease to you. That's quoted exactly from one of their documents. Yes, exactly, Brian. W-band. You're part of the W-band. You look up, let me just do that for you guys for a second here.
And for those who don't know what piloerection is, it's goosebumps. Make yourself get goosebumps.
Oh, which one is that? Yeah, difficulties or, yeah. Oh, what was that called? Actually, hold on. WBAN. Deployment, WBAN, and intelligent gene, challenges. There we go. Challenges in wireless body area networks. Okay. This is the best document to share with people to describe what is going on. I'll share this in chat. But challenges in a wireless body area network. Paste that in chat. Sorry, guys, I'm flipping around screens at the moment. So what it says, basically, here, let me give you the first sentence of it. Wireless abstract. Wireless body area network, WBAN, refers to a short-range wireless communications in the vicinity of or inside the human body. In the vicinity of or inside the human body. So that pretty much explains it completely. I don't know what problem people would have with that. They're using you for an antenna. And that's a real problem for the human body.
Yeah.
Causes heat, causes disruption of cells. And okay, so pylori erection, let's get back to that. So pylori erection is the process of giving yourself goosebumps. What we found so far that works for that is ice down the back, tickles under the arm or tickles on the feet and other places. So if you can get somebody to tickle you. ASMR apparently works. Back scratches. Muscle tension for me. I find tensing the muscles at the back of the base of my skull. That seems to work for me.
Certain songs work.
Music.
Yes.
Again, AMSR sounds or music. Ice on varying parts of your body, depending on how you react to it. Frequencies. I'm searching out ones that will cause piloerection. But some of them will do that to people. Like for me, songs that contain the word freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Those are keys
Yes.
for piloerection in me. The Canadian national anthem is a good one. Swallowing or chewing. Biting on something hard or crisp.
Be gentle if you have bad teeth.
Smacking your lips. Doing that. Slurping liquids for some reason. I guess that begins a vibratory sensation.
Lighter on your hand. Go like this. Oh, fuck!
No.
No. Okay.
I'm kidding. It's an imaginary. That was a
massage.
It was a scene.
And scene. Yes.
Also, writing on someone's arm or back. If you write letters or numbers or swirling.
Having your hair brushed soft or your back done
That's
soft.
a good one. Hair brushed. Thank you. Yes,
softly,
that's a new one.
Softly, gently.
Hair brushed. Okay.
Yes.
We are going to go over these again and again, guys. So you don't need to write these down right now. This is my focus at the moment because as far as I'm concerned, everything else is pretty much a distraction from trying to set up this control grid. And they're doing everything now with they're testing their systems is what they're doing right now in Gaza. They're testing their targeting systems with our MAC address.
Yes.
So they're working on drones and how the drones can target us.
Yes. Something else just occurred to me though.
What about fake bugs? Fake
The voice.
mosquitoes.
Yeah, them fake mosquitoes. I slap anything I see, so it's going down like a little bitch.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the goosebumps thing, and hearing the voices. For at least 2 weeks, I've been practicing the piloerection, and that is when the voices started. So I think they've kicked it up a notch on me because I'm so good at the goosebumps. So I just want to say that so that people know what to possibly expect. If they're doing it to me, they might do it to you.
Yeah.
Just remember that when the voices start, just be like, okay, that's not my thought, and get the fuck out of here and delete it. Like, kick it out.
Oh yeah, I cast it out.
Cast it out.
I'm like, oh, I forgot about this, Max. I used to do this thing. I'll probably do it again. I used to imagine fire at the top of my head, and I'd poke it, until I could you know what I mean? And then I'd just shoot it through the rest of my body, once I felt the nerve, actually go.
Yes. Yes.
Or two. That would all. I used to do that as an exercise, so that would be why, because it would break off that stream, because I'd know when they're connected to me, and I'd be like, I need to focus. I need to get that flame going, and then I'd shoot it through my body and go, I'll burn myself and think something that's not in my own head, and it would make it leave.
Hi, the Pathfinder. Welcome to the channel. If you have content, please post your channel link in the chat, and we'll all sub you up.
Yeah.
Hi, Cat in the Know. Good to see you. What's up, y'all? Going to work? Aw, too bad. Talk about a rush. Getting to tea. Be right back. Okay. All right, G. Yeah, most unfortunately it's going to be like this for a while for me, because until I find a cure for what they're doing to us, I'm going to be focused on this. I'm unfortunately, yeah. Well, fortunately and unfortunately, my wife can't even get through dinner without me interjecting with more electronic talk. Yeah. I can't even stop thinking about it now. Right now, as we're talking, I'm thinking about antennas. And
yeah.
I'm bothered by this.
Yes.
I for me, Mac. For me, a huge part is letting go of my physical body. At the same time, understand, I understand it can be a projection, and but I mean, as far as thinking that I'm eternal, I don't think that this physical body is eternal. I understand whether it's a dream or not. Ocularly, I'm falling apart, man. I'm very strong.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that, Morgan.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like that. We should be strong until the day of our death.
Well, I believe that we should get life more abundantly, and we should never get sick, and we should never grow old, and we should never die. But since they started poisoning us and nuking us, and
I don't have a problem with dying, but we were told what death is like when Noah's brother went for his death. He said, "How is it done? Because nobody's done it before." Well, it's easy. You lie down. You cross your arms, you cross your legs, you close your eyes, and you go to sleep.
Yeah, I get that.
And that's how it's supposed to be.
I mean, but I don't do that. I don't do that now.
We used to be able to decide when was our time.
Yes.
You would get tired. And you would say, I've done all I need to do.
Yes.
And now is my time to go. And we would turn ourselves off. It's not them turning us off. It's not a disease turning us off. It's not our heart turning us off.
It was time to sleep because your life was done naturally. I get you too. You completed your cycle and you were like, I am done my cycle. And
I didn't put that to memory. I'm going to have to look that up.
It was 1,000 years.
Supposed to be.
It was 1,000 years.
Our lives are very long.
It was 1,000 years. You lay down
But
like that.
now,
Or
how can you
approximately,
live?
whatever.
How can you live a life of 1,000 years when everybody is dying at 50 and 60 around you?
Right.
That's not the cycle, because those people should be with you throughout that cycle, and they're not,
Yeah.
and they're stealing that from you.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
imagine. Okay, if you grew up and I have friends that I've been with since I was 12, and when we're together, there's a youth, there's a
Right.
spark,
I know
right?
immediately what you're talking about.
But they kill those people off, and you don't have that spark
Right. I
anymore.
know exactly what you're talking about, Max. It's like, yeah, it's
Mhm.
like, wow. It's why old friends are the best friends. And you know what I mean? Like the ones that you've known the best when you were young. It's because of that. Because you see them and you're 6 again, you're 7 again, you're 9 again, with all the energy in the world. And healing
Yes.
medicine that there is. Seeing an old friend from when everything was new and whatever, because you can go back there when you see them. It's literally like time travel, man.
Yes. And they steal that from us by killing us young.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, Max. I mean, yeah, you just said it. That's the reason for the abuse of the youth.
And it accelerates. Like my grandparents lived into their 80s, 90s. My great
Yeah,
grandparents were 90s,
90,
you know,
90.
and
My great grandparents.
if,
Like they wouldn't be dying at
and
80.
then
That's
there
the
was
thing.
no
Oh,
illness, no
young. It's
illness.
like,
They just died.
isn't
No
that
illness.
interesting? Like we're talking about in the 70s and the 80s. Your grandmother would live to be in her 90s. That was your grandma, 92, 93. You know what I mean? All of them.
Yeah, no
And they
illness,
were
and they
farmers. And
just
they're all
died.
farmers too. You know, people, oh, so they had it easy. Like,
Yeah.
no, the opposite, meaning the board hit them when they were 12, but they got up the next day and went to work anyway. I think that's why they're so tough now. You know what I mean? And they're like, yeah, nothing can kill me now. Sitting there at 90 with a cigarette in their mouth. I have my cigar. I had to cut it down. You know,
Yep.
doctor said I can only have 3 now. But so I have mine after breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But those are the only ones I'm allowed. Like, you know what I mean? But that's the kind of people they are. You know what I mean? Like, if they even
Yeah.
give a shit what the doctor said. Like, you know what I mean? If they even bother to listen, they're just having a couple. You know, well, just having a couple.
Well, the
At
doctor is
least when they're
80%
around
psychological,
company.
right? The doctor is 80% psychological. If he tells you you're
Oh yeah,
sick, if you whether you believe it or not will make all the difference.
I get that. But the body's going to heal most things anyway if you are young. And the thing is, like, no matter what, I get that. You know what I mean? Like, meaning, like, if you're on
Yeah.
islands, like, you're not going to die. If you're, you know what I mean? Like, until you're fucking in your 60s or whatever, nothing can kill you. Like, or back in the day, you know what I mean? Like, people now, but I get what you're saying. If you let people touch you, muck around with you, oh, you're going to die. But it's usually from something that because of an infection due to the operation or this or that or the other thing or the antibiotics. But actual things that come,
Fear
people are like, look,
mongering.
the
Well,
body will fix that.
if you smoke, you're going to get cancer. You don't have any
You'll outlive the
choice.
cancer.
What? My grandfather smoked until his death, and he never had cancer.
Yeah, everybody
My
I knew
Aunt
never had
Betty, she
any
lived
problems.
to 86. She still had brown hair. She didn't gray much. And she drank her cognac and smoked to the very end. 86, that's a good time.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
when I was young, I learned that stress was the biggest thing on people's lives. How
Yeah.
you handle stress.
Yes, it
Right?
is.
It is.
It was
Look at my
everything,
hair,
Max.
guys.
That and pooping.
Look here.
It was that and consistently pooping. That was it. Like, do you have
55.
consistent bowels?
55, no gray hair. My parents were all gray hair by the time they were 50.
Yeah,
And
that was it too,
because
Max.
they were stressed.
And
They were
by the way, the
stressed.
little book that I read agreed with
Right.
that when I read it. It said, by the way, it's going to cause you to become sick if you're worried about, which is where the term "worried is sick" came from.
Yeah,
Because when you
that's
get
why we
worried,
have
your
to be,
body's
you know,
physically ill.
I'm telling people all this horrible stuff, but then I'm telling you, you have to be a happy warrior.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
have to be a happy warrior because you will not make it through this unless you are.
That sets you
Because
free. Like,
we are going to face horrors. Like, we have horrors to come, and we're going to have to face them. And unless you're a happy warrior, able to cast it off as water off a duck's back, it'll take you down. And I really hope you guys realize that.
I've read this,
Because
yeah, I've seen it before.
strong delusion is coming. They haven't done their strong delusion yet. And that
I
is
know
coming.
it's out.
It's
So all I
coming.
need to do, I fight it, is
You
just a
guys will
scab
have to
being ripped.
beware for reality to change. Like in front of your eyes.
Yes.
Reality will change.
Yes.
And you
Oh, yeah.
will have
Oh, yeah.
to
When they
you will have to be
you're
able to
fighting
center.
it.
You
Right.
will have to
Like,
be able to
think about
center.
that.
Hold on, Morgan. You will
Yeah.
have to be able to
Yeah.
center and realize that the bus coming at you is not a flower or a puppy.
Yes.
That you are standing on a set of railroad tracks instead of standing in front of your mother's door.
Yeah.
This is the strong delusion that they are going to give you. They will be
Oh, wow,
optical, they will be you will see worlds that are not real.
Yes.
This is strong delusion
That
to a
hit my
point.
balls.
That
You will
think it's
not
reality.
be able to, if you are not aware that it is not real, you will think that a puppy is flying at you in the air, but it's a missile.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
what we are going to face.
Yes.
When there are bands of people with machetes coming at you, and you think,
I have to
oh,
get
I'm
on.
just walking into a forest of trees.
Yeah.
You know, you won't
Oh,
see
okay.
it unless you are aware.
All
This
right,
is
it's
how
you're that
strong the
one.
delusion will be.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. And they're going to do the same thing with the second coming of Jesus Christ, too.
Yes, yes. If that doesn't work, if the strong delusion doesn't work, and that could be the strong delusion, come to Christ. Walk you right into a lake, walk you right into a chipper, a wood chipper.
Off the cliff. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the true strong delusion that's coming in the future. Like your brain being controlled beyond reality, like reality being augmented beyond, I don't even know how to express this because it's mind-blowing.
Well, and biblically, it literally says that God is the one that sends the strong delusion that you should believe the lie. So, who is God or the God of the Bible when this scripture is being spoken? Well, who is the God of this world? The Bible says the devil, Satan, whatever, blah, blah. It's the world governments. They are the God that owns this world, that controls the delusions, the illusions, the whole fucking shit show.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And they're going to project an illusory reality onto us.
Yes.
Even more, like they're doing it now in ways we can see.
Yes.
With our minds, and it's outside of us. This will be in your mind.
It's like holograms.
This will be in your mind. You won't be able to tell the difference. Most people won't be able to tell the difference between what's going on in their mind and what's going on in reality, even though they're two different things.
Right.
That's what's going to happen with the strong delusion. And I don't know if most of us are going to be able to make it past a lot of this because they're going to force a lot of stuff on us. One method or another.
If there's reincarnation,
they're going to get their techie tech in us. It's going to happen one way or the other.
And if we're coming back somehow, do we want to?
I do.
You want to come back in the big tech
I'm back
world?
for the fight. I'm back for the fight. That's everything they're doing is just emboldening me, pissing me off, and making me want to fight more. So keep it going. They'll have to kill me before I stop.
Right.
And then even then I'll be back. So good luck. And it's working.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's working.
Do you think they're putting zombie dust in the water?
Probably. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Because there's very few of us that no, there doesn't seem to be. It's a contradictory thing. Like they're putting this zombie dust, and it probably is putting some people to sleep in some ways, but it's just that one little nugget that just brings people right out of it.
Yeah.
It can't last.
No, it doesn't last, but in the interim, it does mess with people, and they are susceptible, like they're hypnotized to your desires. You can
Yeah.
tell them what to do, and they will for a
Yes.
time.
They
Yeah.
will for a time.
Yeah.
But see, that's what I'm trying to train into myself and other people around me, is to constantly think I'm
I
being
only drink
programmed.
coffee.
These negative things that are coming into my mind are not mine. And they're not, because I don't think negatively. And most people don't, but we're being programmed constantly into that. I only drink coffee or beer. That's a good choice, actually. Water's
Yeah.
kind of dangerous at the
I'm
moment.
coffee, tea. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. I hope some of those herbs will soak up some of the poisons. And it does.
Hopefully. Yeah. Flush it through. But yeah, that zombie and that kind of, well, we know they can even, I have suspected sometimes I've walked into public places. I think I've said this before, but like a grocery store. And I swear I walk like into a mist of something. I can't explain
we
it.
discussed this on your show, and that is true.
Yeah, and
Like,
all of a sudden, I felt, I was going, did I just get zombie dusted or something,
you kind of did. Yeah.
And it was, and have any of you ever just been doing your routine chores, going to the store, cleaning the house, whatever you're doing, your everyday routines, and all of a sudden go, wow, what happened the last 2 or 3 hours? I feel like it just, you can't kind of grasp it, or am I just high all the time? Is that my problem? I don't know.
No, sometimes I'm perfectly fine, and then the next minute I feel like I'm sleepwalking.
Yeah. Like, where was I? Kind of just motions, doing the motions.
Like, everything just slows way down and gets really quiet, and it's like, what the fuck just happened? I step into some kind of a time wave or something? What the hell?
Yeah, a science fiction episode somewhere.
Yeah.
This is trippy, kind of out of sorts. Anyway, just wondering.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know, maybe it is me. But,
oh, we have a visitor.
Do enough to us. It's hard to say what's us and what isn't these days.
That's right. Reality is relative. It really is.
Yes.
Our perspectives as a collective, I think, bring things together. But I think there's a bit of separation, too.
I can agree with that, because ever since I've been here on this planet, in this lifetime, this time, I have never felt like this was reality. There is no way that the world is like that, and I'm here in that mess, unless it's to kick ass and take names. It has never felt real. So if they think they're going to force a strong delusion on me that I should believe the lie playing God, they got another thing coming, because I never saw this shit as reality in the first fucking place. And I'll know reality when I see it. And I feel it.
I know. Yeah.
Well,
when you're in the
I would
tent,
agree
show me
with
the
that
exit.
in some sense, but I felt reality until I was about 7, and that was when they really started hammering us.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that until like a couple of years ago. Well, not even. A couple of years ago. I didn't know that was actually what happened to me. But yeah, I experienced life as it was almost supposed to be until I was about 7. And then they hit us hard with the technology. And ever since then, no, we haven't experienced life at all.
No, we haven't experienced life at all. Not yet.
Not at all. Except for, those, sometimes people go through an epiphany or an enlightenment, and, you might get a few weeks, a day, a couple months of what reality should feel like, but then it fades.
Right.
But no. This is not what life is supposed to be at all.
Yes,
Nothing like it.
This is not life at all. Not even close.
Now, something went very sideways, askew, back in some day, but we can't even pinpoint because my humble opinion, this is
Yeah.
for entertainment purposes only.
Yes.
I think that our history has also been messed with intentionally, so it keeps us off track.
Yeah, everything, even
Well,
even
who
our
was it that
math.
said
Every 7 years
Um,
they change the math, right?
Dstination.
And
Yeah.
that's done on purpose. It's all been done on purpose.
It's not on my page. Somebody said history is something like a compilation
Yeah.
of lies agreed upon.
By the winners. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, history is a set of lies agreed upon. Napoleon Bonaparte.
Yeah.
Brian's got the good message here. We need to unite regardless of age, gender, and what we perceive as that divides us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
That's
right.
exactly what they're trying to do, Brian.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Left,
then they'll
right,
give
and
us
everything in
strong
between.
delusions, and they're gearing up for civil war in the U.S. You saw Barack Obama put out a movie based on that.
Yeah.
So it's all propaganda. We're all being
Hollywood.
yeah.
Sorry.
And I am happy because these guys are coming after us on the low level. Like they're coming after G, they're coming after me. For this verification and all this stuff. Now, this is not uncommon. It's been happening for a couple months, but it shows that they're really going after the low-level people. Like they really want to limit the amount of broadcast that goes out there. And
Yes.
the only reason for that would be, if they were the majority, they wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
But they're
If
not.
they
Right.
had the upper hand, you're right.
Right.
Yeah.
Something's triggering them.
Yeah. So they're getting worried. They're sending out their minion AI bots to come and get us.
Doing dumb stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what's happening. So I'm not doing their verification. I'm not doing anything of that. I'm just going to put up my videos like I have before with their limitations and whatever, because I know they've been limiting me for over 5 years anyway. So,
They've limited me since the beginning, so welcome to my world.
Since I started up this channel so that I could get more subscribers, but
Max, guess what I realized the other day on Rumble and just when I was sitting there, because I remember thinking to myself, I get nearly the same amount of views over there as I do over here. And also I realized, but I get no comments at all or anything. You're like, Morgan, those are all fake. Like the views they gave you. You know what I mean? Like none of those people. You get what I'm saying, right? They just say, you got this many views on this many views on this many, in order, because it's just enough for me to sit here. I was thinking to myself, Max, maybe I'll go over there and start doing more because of how many views I'm getting. And my brain went, they got you. And I went, they did it so perfectly, Max.
I signed up for X. I got an X account a couple months ago. And all of a sudden I had 20 viewers. They were all hot women. For some reason,
convenient
women in scantily dressed stuff, and a couple of guys. But I went and I checked out the accounts, and they were pretty much inactive accounts. Hollow accounts.
I know you got free pictures in them, right?
So yep. They're trying to, unless we're interacting like this, like in chat, like you guys are interacting with us,
right?
Or we're interacting like this. It's not real, guys.
That's right. I checked.
Yeah. It's just not.
I realized how embarrassing that was. I checked. They're not real.
No, they're not.
Not a one.
Not at all. Not at all. One. They were all about my age, and really hot. It was, it was amazing to find so many 40 to 50-year-old women that were that good looking, wearing that little clothing, Yeah, it took me about 30 seconds to figure that one out. Yeah. So X is totally a scam.
If I fell for it, I'd be on Instagram right now. You know what I mean? I bet there's still old people on Facebook thinking that they've got all these friends.
I wish it was off the hook.
Max like this ever.
I wish it was a simulation, but that unfortunately is just a psyop too. It is, unfortunately.
I don't do Facebook really. I mean, I'm there just like everybody, but I don't do it.
I'm not.
See,
go on
if they can convince you it's a simulation, then in some people's mind it just doesn't matter, right? Because it's just a simulation. So whether you have children or not, whether you do any good or not, doesn't matter, because it's just a simulation. Maybe if it's a simulation, you can just imagine it differently, and you know what? It'll be different. And you just have to wait and imagine long enough and hard enough for it to get better. But you know what? It doesn't get better by doing that. The only thing that makes it better is actually doing something. Like speaking out. And that's really all the power we have. We can't go around with guns. We don't have the military power to, take over the world like these people are trying to do.
No.
So all we have is our voice.
Yeah.
So
no, it's true. And they are financially squeezing us. The slow death. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But
the psyops are strong, and they are pervasive. The truth community is pervasive with psyops. Okay. And there are a lot of them that are very good at it and very convincing.
Yep.
Yes.
Like incredibly convincing. They will tell you 1,000 truths, but tell you one lie.
Yep.
And that lie is meant to damn you. And it happens all over the place.
I've been warning people about this for at least
all of these,
the past year.
Recently, I'll even put out some names. This may get me shit. Hi, Spite You. There's a girl named Swan.
Yeah.
There's a guy named Archerix. Watch out for these people. They're making
Teal Swan. Don't watch her.
I've heard. Well, I haven't looked into them myself. Okay.
I looked into Teal Swan. She's useless.
Hi, Spite You. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the chat. Everyone say hi to.
Yeah, that's what he does. That's what Spite You does. He calls me, harasses me, gets me swatted. He's a pretty big asshole, but you can have him. Okay, it's what he does.
All right. Yeah, we do welcome. We do welcome the trolls here. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
that's what I said.
Don't spam up the chat, or I will put you in timeout or delete you.
Yeah,
that'll happen.
He's real. That's what at least you're real. You know what I mean, bro? At least you're real. Calling me, pretending like you're the pizza guy was respectful, though. The guy was calling me sir. Everything. It's just that I know pizza. I got a free pizza, like right in the unit. Right. I'll show you, Max. Let me show you.
Okay.
Like there wasn't even troll.
Spite You have some respect here. So hopefully you'll be a nice troll. We do like trolls here.
I the owner of Pizza Hut calling me to give me this. To give me the free pizza card, because last night the driver here have the free pizza, right? I thought he was calling me going, "We got your free pizza." So I was like, "Oh, okay, right on, drop it off." And I was like, "Just drop it off." And then I was like, and he called back, and I was like, "Okay, well, this is." The phone says it's from Boston, which doesn't make sense, so it's just a troll. And I hung up. Yeah. And that was the end of it.
I like a good trolling every once in a while. I think it's good.
It wasn't that bad. I kind of enjoyed it. I did. I kind of enjoyed it.
I enjoy it.
But that's what I mean. I have a good relationship with the Domino's or whatever. Like, no reason they wouldn't bring me a free pizza.
I'll be back in a second, guys. I got to grab a drink. I'm out of liquids here.
Yeah, when I get those spam calls, I love it when it's an actual person, because I give them what for. I tell them, look, I'm going to get a lawyer, I'm going to hunt you down, and I'm going to sue and own your ass. They stop calling.
Yeah, I just laugh uncontrollably.
I do that sometimes too.
Or I'll just set it in front of the television and they'll go, hello? Hello? And I just leave
there. Yes, I know it too. I start kidding.
Is someone there? And they're just, whatever movie I'm watching, they're getting the gist of it. And then I hang up. They don't call back.
I know, right? Oh, I love terrorizing them though, because they terrorize me. Because I swear to you, that phone will not ring if I'm up. But if I lay down to get a nap or go to sleep, that is when the phone rings. Every single time, without fail, day or night. And so when they catch me then, I come at them. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I come at him like the old guy in What About Bob at the end of the movie when Bob is at his birthday
Okay.
party. That's how I come at him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Spite You. You haven't done anything here, so I don't know. You're good, buddy. Don't worry about it. Plus, I believe in good trolling. There is such a thing as good trolling.
You know,
some
I'd imagine that anybody would have at least 10% in their chat at any time. Or if you watch any show, unless they're specifically trying to nail people all the time, and that would include you'd end up nailing your friend, not knowing if they're making a joke or not, probably often, if you try and nail people for mild trolling. Because your friends, we'd have to get Scotty all the time.
Yeah.
The first thing Scotty said here, I was like, oh man, is he trying to get banned? What's he? And then you realize it's Scotty, and you start to laugh. That's Scotty.
Yeah.
That's why he
No,
did that.
I do
You'll know
believe
it's
in
you,
free
and
speech.
then you'll laugh.
You know, this
That
is a
is
free
Scotty.
speech station.
You wouldn't want to live in a socialistic when people try to police your thoughts. Like that's
trolling sounds like polling.
That's socialism, like bad socialism.
Yeah.
Try to think of an author, a Russian author, to associate it with. Sorry, I thought it was funny. My brain said associate that with a Russian author, instead of just thinking of the Russian author's name. That's just funny.
Last week. In the physical, not paranormally. Interesting. Do you mean like artificial people? Pamela, do you mean like artificial people or something? She says she saw paranormal entities in the physical, not the paranormal, like not the ethereal or
in the past
non-physical.
In the physical, not the paranormal. You knew there were paranormal entities. I understand. See, that interests me.
Yeah, I've seen what
because I would
me and my wife
that.
saw. The only thing I've ever really seen that was odd was me and my wife saw what we believed was an artificial human.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
But
weird.
if you remember in Ghostbusters, I know this sounds insane, but in Ghostbusters, like the paranormal incidents increase, like where the barometer, like say, there's real demons and stuff like that. When they're doing something, the barometer changes when there's more of them and they're doing stuff. And right now they're doing stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd imagine leaks from the other dimensions into ours and portals are opening up everywhere because they need to get evil to do what they're doing, and they're honestly doing it with waves, and they're getting energy from places, and you have to open up portals to do that. And those portals are letting through other things.
Something like that happening connects kind of to the Mandela effect. Like, people are witnessing glitches. Like your reality of that cereal or whatever is not what's happening now. It's like,
yeah,
something's glitched.
It's a shadow of the future and the past.
Yeah, something's glitched in the programming or whatever we're running through. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I know it's hard not to associate with the latest show,
Okay, yeah, people are getting quite a show right here. If you're reading the comments, okay, guys, this is probably leading into the strong delusion that we were talking about, the optical, auditorial, and perceptual illusions that they're going to be giving us to drive us insane, to make us angry. What they'll be trying to do with that is invoke some type of an action out of you. Because action at the end of it is the end result, right? To get you to harm yourself or others, and that is the end goal of everything they're doing, because it's depopulation. If they can get incitement to violence, they can get Well, it gives them everything. That gives them control.
Well, they
It gives them the
have
ability to
legitimate
bring in.
reason for why you need
Yeah.
to stop if you're actually getting violent and you're planning to hurt people. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to get my vote to stop that person.
Yeah, right, Queen Peachy. Do not react. Do not react to these things. Yeah. What are we saying? Very aggressive, very rare.
The meek
sharp
inherit the earth.
attack. Yeah.
Like that fits. Why? Because they're not
be aware of
reactive.
these things, and don't
They're
be
not
afraid.
acting reactively.
And
Like, well, I
talk
better go
about.
pick the potatoes. There'll be no
Yeah.
potatoes.
Don't be afraid
That's
to
really
talk
why
about
the meek
these
inherit the
things.
earth.
Yeah, everything we share that we experience, you're going to find that others are experiencing the same things. You're not going to be alone. Okay? Especially the weirder the experience, I can guarantee you're going to run into people that are going to be having the same experiences or something very similar but a little different because these things are tuned for each of us.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Like a trippy hologram that
Yes.
they're, yeah, it's something is up with that, I think.
Yeah,
Televisions are
reality
changing
is
again,
going
by
to
the way,
start
people.
changing on us, unfortunately. And that's why you have to try to stay centered. If you're not staying centered, if you don't know that you're constantly trying to keep your emotions positive and in a positive way, okay, the negative ones are what they're going to use to get you to react.
Yes,
All the
they
time.
do.
get carried away.
Okay. So if you see these negative emotions, whatever they are, anxiety, fear, depression, anger, anything, you've got to fight that constantly. If you have to go on sabbatical, do that because this is going to get real. So real.
Oh, yeah. I lived in Portland. I've seen some of that
We're
already. I
experiencing
mean,
the same
you have
thing
to,
every day.
got to know your environment.
Yeah. Despite you as
It's
having
interesting how
some
it's
things
shrouded in liberalities. I live in
These
Portland. I
dead
just want to
people.
throw that out there, right? Politically or ideology wise to you, right? Like what they come out there calling. We're just calling for freedom and things being tolerated. And it's like, well, how come it looks like hardcore right socialism?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe
it's
you, Pamela Jean. You can see them, hear them, smell them. Yes. Yep.
yeah. And
Like it smells like communism.
and again, going back to all these frequencies and EMF, things, by the way, they're saying now is really not good to, use a phone all the time up to your ear because it just puts off the stuff.
Yeah.
But all these waves in the air, do you think that they can kind of control people? Like
Well, they
shoot
do.
us. Yeah.
They do.
I
They
don't
control
get
your
calls.
emotional
That's how I know
state.
when the call comes through, it's fake. It's either a government office, you know what I mean, to me, right? Or it's no one. Maybe my parents. Okay? And like that's how I know because I don't use these phones. It goes over there.
Hi, Scotty boy.
And that's it.
Yep.
I don't
my
have
phone
a
my
I
phone
don't do
stays
cell-
in a case. My phone stays in a case. And it's really not much of a mitigation, but it's some. You're not really
It's
freeing
off.
yourself. Yeah, you're not really freeing yourself by just not having a phone, but it is helpful
Yeah,
to have that thing off and all that. You've got a Wi-Fi emitter in your home, right? You've got other people
I know it's right
around
there.
you. So yeah, it doesn't get you out of the system, unfortunately. I wish it did. I wish it was that simple, but it's not. The system has to be turned off. The databases have to be erased, and they have to, either decide that we're not going to use that technology, except for perimeters.
Right.
It could be used as perimeter defenses, but once we get rid of all these oligarchs and idiots that have been keeping us at war for thousands of years, we really don't have need for defenses.
Like the proverbial Osiris within each one of them, or whatever. Like
do you know how much do we spend on defense every year? It's like a
way too
third,
damn
or
much.
it's like a third of your budget.
Yes.
Astronomical.
Yeah.
Billions upon billions, Max.
Yeah.
Tens of billions. Would I be right? Like 30 billion sounds low, but correct? Or is that way low? Is it more like 300 billion?
I don't know, probably close to $1 trillion by now. I don't know what your
Yeah,
budget
so
is.
300
Whatever
billion
it
is probably
it's
one
10
state,
times whatever Canada
California.
spends because you're 10 times the population. So
Right,
yeah, it's
right. 10 times what
ridiculous.
Canada spends, right?
It's ridiculous
300
amounts.
billion.
Yeah.
300
So
billion. I think 3 years is the trillion max for the military. I think it takes 3 years to spend $1 trillion.
and all that money is spent on special ops and secret ops that are basically targeted
What
at
does that
us.
mean? Propping up smaller governments? Like just creating smaller governments in places, right? Like, I guess.
Yeah.
Like making gangs. Like, it has to mean making gangs. Like, will you guys be a puppet for this America? We know what that is. Yes, we'll do it. Here's the handbook. How to be a puppet for America.
Right, Cat and the No War Pigs. That's right. That's right. Now they're, New World Order for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Climate change, your virus theory, your wars. It's all put on us. It's all complete hoax.
Yeah.
Hi, Chloe.
This is it. I mean, but at the same time, part of my brain says this was it 1,000 years ago too.
It was.
It's the same thing
over
over and over
years
again.
ago. We had great societies, and then the politicians and the priests came in and said, "Oh, you got to sacrifice a virgin for the weather, so you'll have good crops." And what are we doing today? Now we're sacrificing having children for our crops. Right? Each of us should have 3 or 4 children.
Each of us. War for
how many children do you have, Morgan? How many children do you have?
2 boys. 2 boys.
Not 4? Not 4? Gee, how mee children do you have?
I have 1. I meant to have 0.
Yeah, I had 1. I should have had 3 or 4. Gee, how many do you have?
She said 0.
Yeah, so there you go.
Wow.
They're getting rid of us.
Yeah, that didn't take much, Max. There's no way you could fake that.
I didn't want to bring a child into that dysfunctional family and this dysfunctional world.
Right? Dysfunctional families, you can't afford more than 1 child. I
couldn't afford more than 1 either, but I didn't think it was fair to bring anybody here to deal with the shit I was having to deal with.
Yeah, well, yeah, well.
I was a teenager.
Trying.
just by us 4. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Because we all should have had about 4 children on average.
Yeah. My mom had 3. No. And then my older sister had 3 and my younger sister had 3. So evil will continue here.
Oh, good.
No, but at the same time, I'm 45 and I like
evil skips a generation, so it skips a generation.
Like there's women with evil spirits walking around, but I walk inappropriate with them. They know when I'm around, they're like, that guy cares about me. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I do.
Well, we must have kids
to continue. I don't want to pay them money to have sex with them. But that's where you're at, even in a small town now.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're nuts too. You know what I'm talking about? Like crazy people that are on drugs. Like, even in a small town of 10,000 people, there's girls walking around, you know what I mean, that are just on couches. Like, other than that, they're homeless. And they're just looking to sleep with people for drugs. Or, you know what I'm saying, right? Like, that's the only thing going on.
Yeah.
And
they hope for more. I have met them. I've met them, actually. They hope for more, but there's nothing available for them. There's nothing like
no, and it's like, and the thing is that I can't even like you can't like you can say hello, you can whatever, but the thing is you can't stop too long because it'll get like whatever it is they're doing, like or the demon, it'll get to you. It'll get wrapped up, whatever it is. Not like doing it, but I just mean like whatever they're psychosis.
You've got to
start telling you a story that doesn't make any sense, and they just go on and on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
And other than paying them $5 for food or some food, you have no business with them. You know what I'm saying, right? Like, other than
they're in a hopeless situation, unfortunately. They've made it hopeless, these.
And it's weird, like driving past.
Good for you, Brian. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, having children is important because we have to have a continuation of generation, and unless you
Yeah.
have children, it's not going to happen.
However,
these,
my one child had two,
good, yeah.
a boy and a girl.
I'm still waiting for grandchildren. You know, it could expand.
I've got two boys, so it should happen. Like it should be happening. Should happen.
I made my mark. I left my mark. I planted my seed.
Yeah, like I did get two boys at least. You know, two cedars, and Tristrams have boys. They say so. They do.
My
like,
sister
Tristram
had
boys.
three. My sister had three children, so there's some continuation there.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
but I, for some reason, I understand what you mean though. Like I feel as if I could have had 6, 7 kids easily.
Well, if our society was set up differently, you would have wanted that, you know, and it would have been affordable for you. But you know,
yeah,
they've made it unaffordable. They've priced kids out of everything right now. Like I was priced out of a house when I was growing up. You know, now they're priced out of a home, marriage, and kids.
Well,
you know,
exactly. But also back in the long, long ago, in the before time, families used to stay living together and had all of the income pooled into one household, and they just kept adding on to the house, you know.
Yeah.
And number one, that's how you create royalty. Number one. Number two, that's why they created the dysfunctional family with the poisons and the hurts and everything.
Yeah.
So that the child can't wait to grow up and get out of the home. And now it's hard to survive without being at home with your parents. And then they made it bad to live with your parents.
Yeah. Except all of them have to do it until they're 30. You know?
So, yeah.
Yeah. And it's bad to be white because you're something. I don't know what.
But none of us are white.
No.
I argued with them in school. I said, I'm peach. I'm peach.
Yeah,
I'm not white.
I'm kind of pink.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're right. It's a political ideal.
Yeah.
Like make trouble. Right. So black doesn't mean anything. It's not even real. It's an adjective. No. It's not a noun.
We all come from a common ancestry. You know, like we're all from one genus, pretty much. We've just been messed with.
Right.
As far as I can figure. There's a couple other theories there, but you know, so far it's seeming like we were just messed with, and these family lines that we follow are just remnants of decrepit gods or beings that came to our planet and made us look a little different.
What's up with our names?
Yeah. And they made us look a little different, and then they made us fight with each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's not what we are. We're not haters. We're not killers. No. We don't hate each other.
Yeah.
Divide and conquer is their main motto.
Yep.
Like I totally get it, man. As an older man, like I'm not for war. Like, you know what I mean? I don't here put this armor on, do that. Now we're gonna war. Like it's like, where did you get that shit from a demon?
Where did you get that
idea?
Where
did you get that demon of a god of love. Supposedly the story goes, but it fits. Like I'm just saying it fits. That from evil, from planned evil, they make war and kill each other deliberately.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well, they brought us war
for something to do.
They even write about it proudly in the Sumerian text that they taught us war. They taught us how to make weapons.
They taught us war. They taught in the Bible. It's in the Bible. The angels came down or fell and told us how to make war.
That's why I tell you, this is not who we are.
This is not who we are.
Who is for the Ukrainian war? Who's for the war in Israel? Who's for these wars?
No, this race.
The bankers.
I came in
criminal cartels.
So the facts are in. I came as a peacemaker. But the thing is a peacemaker is completely and utterly useless, I have found out, if the people that you're talking to want war.
Sorry, Cat in the Know. Read Cat in the Know's message.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Where is it?
Wow. I am so sorry. Wow.
Was biologically was sterilized in the army. All hair fell out and his seeds dried up. Yeah.
Wow.
These people have no
Conscience.
morals, no
No
conscience,
morals.
none.
No.
I'm sure
No
they would.
soul.
It is unconscionable that the soldier does have a family. It only leads to more stress and pain in the battlefield, which they should be spared.
Let's call it out. It's family lines. Every president's related.
Including
you know,
Trump, y'all. Trump
call it
is
out. Yep.
included.
Oh yeah. Don't you believe the hype?
Yeah, I was gonna make the video. By the way, I need to correct what I said
No,
on
he's
someone's
part of the
channel.
system. He's part of the elites. He's an actor just like them
I
all.
I was gonna do a
They
video
all
on
need to go. They all need to go.
all of them.
You know.
I vote we the people as president of America.
Arf, Trump, arf.
Yep.
Yeah, I know.
You know, with the system they have set up, with the blockchain system that they have set up, with the W ban, with the MAC address, we don't need them anymore. They've actually set up their own systems. They've set up their own systems of demise. They're setting up prison camps right now.
Yes.
They're building prison camps for
and
themselves.
they're going to end up in them.
For themselves.
We could only hope.
They're setting up the voting system by making us into the blockchain, by making us into the W ban.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're the internet guys. Sorry to say it.
Yes.
But they're setting us up that we have a unique identification. You can vote individually on every tiddly little thing that the government does. We don't need these
ham and gallows.
We don't even need these administrators anymore.
No.
They've already brought us AI. AI is the perfect administrator. Sorry, guys. You guys are setting up the system.
Yes.
You're setting up the system.
Yeah, I see exactly what you're saying, Max. Very well said. Very valid.
So keep going, guys. Keep going. Because we're waking up faster than you can knock us out. And they are. Believe it. They are killing us. They are out there killing us.
Yes.
They are doing it one by one, but they're not fast enough.
Automated.
Nope.
Sorry. Not going to work.
Yep. Sorry, not sorry.
When I saw what I posted, if you guys had seen what I posted on CNN, you guys would be aghast because
I would have posted
everything. I posted everything from chromosome 19 right up to viruses are fake, to you're being attacked, you're being used as the W ban, and there was not a challenge to it. Nobody even, nope, not a thing.
In fact, I probably would have been brought to happy tears.
These people are awake now.
Yes.
And they and like Tucker Carlson said, people can see the truth. They can smell it.
Yes.
You know, and when you speak the truth, it smells right in their brain. Their brain just sniffs it up.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been lied to. And you can feel that energy just rolling through either anger, rage, relief, you know?
Yes.
I was, We got a couple new subs out of that. I don't know if they're going to show up this weekend or not, but I hope they do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So people are ready for the truth, and they're accepting it, and all they need to do is hear it. So you know,
I'm not as angry as I was, like as a person, but I mean, because I know what time we're at, and you got to get it right in order to actually be able to fight it. And you can't do that if you're completely angry all the time.
No.
It's just I wasn't attracting light, you know, and I realized that all I would attract is like, you know, death and misery.
Well, we have been conditioned to be depressed and to be sad and to be angry. But what we've forgotten how to do is allow ourselves to feel happy, because in happy is joy, and in joy is life. And so they're afraid we're going to come to life and become real boys and girls.
Yeah.
Yes. That's it. They're afraid you're going to get this, what they call a spirit. And it's going to give you what you need, as opposed to products at the store. You're going to get what you need from in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're getting worried because their media is not selling anymore. Their products aren't selling anymore. Their hype isn't selling anymore. Their wars
That's
are
in the
not
Bible,
selling
Max.
anymore. You know,
And the Wizard of Oz.
they just can't
Ignore
sell it
the man
anymore.
behind the curtain.
They just can't
Yeah.
sell it anymore. Nobody wants to go to war. They're going to implement a draft in the U.S.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah, yeah. By the way, the new draft was
yeah,
18 to 32, but you
yeah,
can volunteer up to 42.
you hear people talk about that?
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
damn no.
Women and
I ain't going to war for
everything.
you. I'm not going to war for no banker. They
No,
know it now. Everybody knows it now. Wars are for bankers.
exactly. Or
You're dropping bombs for money so you can replenish your coffers.
yes,
And that's all it is. And you're taking out people's lives.
land grabs too.
Yeah.
Let's not,
Land grabs.
WW2.
Oh, yeah, it's arson
look,
season.
they took half of Germany,
Right. It's arson season in Canada
Japan.
again.
Yeah.
I love that arson season. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry about that.
It's
Yours
horrible.
is soon to come.
True. We're taking it. Fuck. Happened for a while. You know what though? That was
Yeah.
cool watching people dance, like in the Capitol, and wondering if it was in my heart was in other Canadians' hearts. And I do feel a solidarity in that.
Yeah.
With other people and human beings. So that was amazing.
Oh my God.
Oh, we got crapped on for that. There's still people in jail for that.
I bet.
They really took January 6th to the next level though.
They're starting to realize that they were falsely accused and letting them out.
Correct.
So June 6th,
Yeah.
people are going to be let out finally. I tried to warn people against it. I said, don't go, please. God, don't go. It's a fucking trap. I don't care what Trump said. It's a fucking trap. And I was right.
Yeah.
Also, if we are magical beings, and we are, clapping your hands, putting all 10 fingers together is where all of your energy goes. It's where all your magic goes, all your power, all of it. And so, like, whenever you're trying to speak something into creation, make sure you're clapping your hands when you're doing that.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
I remember when I got the energy and learned of clapping and what it can do, the magic. And I became like, I'm just saying, it's a power. When she speaks the truth, it's a powerful spell, and you can command a whole room, and everybody won't even wonder, but their mind knows, and they're hooked onto you because you commanded the clap.
Yes.
Boom, boom. Everyone just knows. It's weird, but it can be done with a clap.
Trey's got the burning P. He's got the power P.
Oh no.
Unbelievable if you've got a strong clap and you can really make the sound go out.
I do. I made a video. It's a short video on my channel. On my YouTube channel and my
where it's coming from, like radio.
And I'm clapping in that video, absolutely.
That's
no, it's gonna be Friday Chat and a Destination. That I spelled
That's
wrong.
wild.
Yes. So what is the destination? Or did you say decimation or destination?
Destination. I spelled it wrong.
Oh, okay.
That'll be a separate show. We'll just have a small chat and then do a destination.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering when you were going to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's class time now, but we're already in class time, so.
Yeah.
We'll go on for a little while longer, and then I'll cut it off. About another half hour.
Cool.
I thought it was a good Friday to bitch and talk about stuff, go over a few things.
Yes.
Share some experiences because again, strong delusion is coming, guys. It's going to be far more powerful than you can imagine.
Absolutely.
Well, I hope they don't pull it while I'm driving.
That is a possibility.
Think about it.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, a little Epstein going on there.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to do like I don't know if they'll do a mass hit or it seems like what they'll do is sections. They did that with what they used was almost a voice-to-skull technology at the beginning of the pandemic, but what it was is what they did it in areas.
Mhm.
And what they did is they projected the words, "It's okay, just take it."
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that was one of their tests to see what they could do.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they have to do more testing or not. They might, but I don't think they're quite ready for their strong delusion yet. If they could have taken over our minds, they would have done it by now. If they
Oh
had
yeah.
that
Oh
capability,
yeah.
like we would not be thinking the thoughts that we are thinking. You
No,
know,
we'd be in the Matrix
yeah,
batteries.
you would be in the Matrix by now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Stuck in
that's the thing that'll happen,
1999.
and that's why we need to keep these groups together too, is because they will try to change our thoughts, and
Yes.
we'll have to reinforce and probably reintroduce each other to thoughts that we had in the past,
Hmm.
because those could get rewritten on you.
That's a drag. Selective memory lobotomy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they can just fry your brain. They could give you a lobotomy, no problem. But that would
I'm
take a
sure
huge
by
power.
now they can.
Right now, that would take a huge power level. They have to get some tech into you so that they
Yeah.
can do that at a lower power level, or use your body to power the actual event.
It's an amazing story though how it plays out. It always ends up in love's favor though. Whether it's a collapse or a reset, it always is reset in different ways before now. It's just this time it's going to be the same, only different.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Yeah.
I think the closest thing we could have to this would be like Atlantis, the fall of Atlantis,
Mm.
Yeah.
because they had high technology then. They had technology to turn people to stone. They had technology to change the mind. They had solid holograms. They had it all. They had everything we got plus. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like they called it magic, but it was technology, and it was beyond magic.
Yeah.
We're getting real close to that. Hi, James. Good to see you. You're already what? Guitarded? Guitarded. I like
Nah.
that. I love a good guitar riff.
Yeah, I'm right there with Scotty. I took a gummy a little while ago, and now I'm like all melty gummy in my
Yeah,
chair.
my wife has some
Uh-oh.
gummies. I might
Yeah.
take one of her gummies. That might be nice.
Yeah, I'm in this mellow
She's
vibe.
got the
Just
CBD gummies.
nice. Yeah,
Oh, joy.
hits your body, makes you all relaxed.
Yeah. I've tried the CBD oil, like for sore muscles, but it had the reverse effect on me. It just hurt.
Oh,
It was weird.
whoa.
Nobody ever had that apparently. No, one other person had that happen to them. But yeah, most people find it really relaxing, but it actually hurt my muscles. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
CBD doesn't help me at all.
Oh, right on. Yeah. Okay, good. Okay. Wow. Well, scent has so much to do with how you feel, or just wow. I forget what wood that is, but you know when you smell a wood burning, certain kinds of wood, it helps you feel relaxed immediately,
Yeah.
and you don't
Yes.
feel oh no smoke carcinogens. You just think like being a kid or something like that, or you feel like Christmas without Christmas. You know, you just know you feel warm even though it's cold all around. Even in the summer, but it makes you feel like that smelling that kind of wood, you know, like just getting out of the water when it's like right, and then but the fire's going, you know, and it's just dusk, and for some reason there's not a bunch of bugs biting you, but I can imagine it. I've been there, and I
I'm
can
not
go
big
there in a
on
moment. I just did my
evolution.
mouth.
Yeah.
I'm not big on evolution, despite you, but I do believe we adapt and change. But yeah, they're trying to evolve us through technology now. That's you can look up biodigital convergence, and you'll find a government issue website that will tell you about what your government is planning for you.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're in the U.S. or Canada. Canada lays it out much easier in PowerPoint presentation. The U.S. has this long document where they try to hide what they're doing. But basically, they want to control. Yeah, right. You know about that. Yeah, they want to control your thoughts. And then they want to change your biology. They want to change what it is to be human. You know? Yeah, same as the New World Order, right? Yeah, exactly. Running low on flour or power, James? Yeah, well, Jesus Christ coming. You know, they've got almost 3D holograms now. I showed you guys some of the um, meta materials they have. You can search up meta materials.
Yep.
And you can find holographic films, all kinds of stuff. So yeah,
I can store the
they're up
information in
there.
half, like every hologram, like storing information holographically.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about too. That's cool.
Well, they store information on your DNA right now. That's what they're doing. So that kind of sucks because it overheats the human body and causes disease. So, but yeah, that's kind of my whole focus at the moment. I'm really pissed about that.
Yeah.
Like I knew that we were taking on energy more than the body could handle from Wi-Fi and all that, but I didn't understand that they were actually logging into our bodies.
Right.
That really pissed me off.
I'm
Like
so glad.
not only am I paying for the internet, I am the fucking internet.
Yeah, and you're charging us for it, and it's making us sick.
And you're making us sick in the meantime.
Mm-hmm.
Rat yeah, you're the operator.
Yeah. So I think some recompense, or if you want payback for that, might be due. And
karma's a bitch.
And some fucking change of the system.
Well, yeah.
How it's used.
Get it external again where it should be, not running through you, you.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be.
How do we shut it off? I share the truth. We can't. That's the problem. Like, you can for a limited amount of time. When they're trying to log into you, and you have to be able to feel that, which is another problem. Most people can't feel that. So when you feel it, you can perform an action that's called piloerection, or giving yourself goosebumps, which will stop them from logging into you. But then they will try again, right? And you will have to know that they are doing it again.
Yes.
And you will have to perform that action again. And that's how do you do that when you're asleep? You can't.
Yeah.
So
well, yes, you can. You just have to remind yourself that you're going to sleep.
Okay, for the other 9,999
that don't
people,
know how to do it, you have to. I trained my brain.
Or that can't. Or they can't,
can't until they can, is what I'm saying. Is you have to train your brain before you go to bed to remember that when you're dreaming.
Well, okay, that's only going to be helpful for those that actually know about it and can feel it, and and really, it's just a temporary solution that we shouldn't have to do.
We shouldn't have to. No, I agree, but.
So blaming people that they can't, getting upset at people because they can't do it or can't do it during their sleep. My God, no!
Oh no!
They shouldn't have to do it, and they shouldn't be able to do it. They shouldn't even have to focus on that. Like telling them that they should be able to do it in their sleep. No.
I know.
No. We shouldn't have to do this at all.
We
right?
shouldn't have to do it at all. No, we
Okay,
shouldn't.
so no. But yeah, there are some short-term solutions, but no, like the only thing we can do is get enough people to know about it and stop it, because
Yeah,
every time we come up with a solution, they come up with a counter.
exactly.
And we're spending the money for them to come up with these counters.
Yeah.
My dreams are their heads.
Mm,
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
They lucidly have to accept my signal.
Well, yeah, hence remote viewing class. Yeah. We have to know what's going on, right? We have to be able to figure out what the lies are, what reality is, Yeah. Man.
Be good at it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good
Yeah.
at it.
I really just want to get this message out there that we're being used. But, I am happy that it wasn't rejected. Everywhere I've gone, the message, except for once, which was weird. I've never had the message rejected except for once. And it was from the oddest person. The person that believes in or understands the most about most conspiracies rejected it.
Wow.
Yeah. He understands the political, he understands the economics, all of that. But when I confronted him with the idea that he was being logged into as a node in the network, his brain just shut off. He's no, not me. I'm like, no, dude.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, it was too much.
Maybe
Yeah.
it was overload. It was too
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
I've been introducing information to him over the past couple of months about it, but I don't know how well it's going through. I don't know. I've tried to do it directly, indirectly. There's still rejection of the idea. It's weird. Who was the node? Well, you are. Me. We're all nodes. You'll have to go backspite you and look at some of my work on the W band. Yeah.
Ooh, blue cheese. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're one of them.
Yeah, spite you. You're the blockchain network as well. There's blockchain architecture that works in your body. I suspect it's actually tied into Bitcoin myself, because I think Bitcoin is tied into neural algorithms that they're trying to work out. And they've got about 1 million of them left. And I don't know if by the end of that they're just going to turn us into zombies or what. I don't know. Something been rattling around in my brain for a long time.
I wonder.
That Cranberries song, Zombie, seems like it's coming true.
I don't know the
Words are spells, and as
Aren't
the
they?
words are repeated, it is created. Have you seen the movie Cell? If you have
No.
not seen the movie Cell, you probably should.
No.
Seen the movie
Seen
Daryl?
Johnny Mnemonic. What was that one? Johnny Mnemonic, where the guy was the database in his brain.
Yep.
Well, that's
Yep.
exactly what we
plug
are.
in.
Yep, that's exactly what we are. We just don't need that hookup.
Right.
These bastards.
Wireless world.
These guys pass little messages to each other through our DNA. Like little happy notes, as fun, as play.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Oh yeah, with the dolphin and what's his name, the poet
Hi, Michigander.
from Black Flag, the lead singer there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all those movies about what they're doing with technology. Even the Matrix. Matrix was real.
Big conspiracy guy.
It's just they were using you as a power supply, but they're also using you as the processor, as the data storage, as everything. They want to turn you into the computer.
Yes.
And you're going to be self-powered. They don't even need to power you. Because
they
you
just
power
have to-
yourself.
They just have to create the illusion. The delusion that you're in 1999.
And then you know what they'll
forever.
do is they'll turn off the internet. You won't have access to each other. We'll lose access to everybody.
Yeah.
And they'll have total control.
Divide and conquer, right?
And then they can start manipulating our thoughts, our brains, our emotions, and we'll just go with it because we have no outside interaction.
That's why you got to remember these videos, these lives that we're doing. We're not doing these because we have nothing better to do. We're doing these to let you know before that happens so that you might be able to defend yourself when it comes.
Yeah, it's going to happen. They'll cut off the internet because they don't need it they won't need it anymore. And we won't have YouTube or any of this. It'll all be gone.
Yeah.
It'll all be gone.
Yes.
How do you defend yourself? Well, staying positive, knowing your thoughts, know thyself.
Know thyself.
Right? Raise yourself to your highest level so that you know that you're in the best you can always be. Always looking at the positive, always looking for the best in things. And when the negative shit comes along, like the division, the anger, the rage, the depression, realize that that's not you because that's not where you want to be.
Yeah.
Because they'll be triggering old emotions, they'll trigger new emotions. They may even create realities for you. I don't know what the strong delusion is going to be, but when we have no contact, all you'll have is yourself and those around you who will be under strong delusion. So yeah, it's if they pull, I don't know if they can pull it off. I'm hoping that we can get the message out before they can. If we can get it out there to enough people, the people that have to implement this may not do it.
It kind of explains too some of the people that just go off, the Karens yelling about absolutely nothing out of the blue. I think they're betas, test subjects or something.
Well, they're some people are more susceptible to the programming and the like the energies. Like I'm susceptible physically to the energies that they're putting on me. Right? Other people are susceptible emotionally, like my wife. It just comes across differently in different people, but they're doing the same thing to everybody. It's a horror show, and yeah, I do believe that Karens they're you can call them targeted, but we're all targeted.
Yeah.
You know.
And by the way, we love Karen Lynn. Nothing against your name. I'm sorry. It is just a moniker, acronym, something.
Yeah, Karen or Ken. Yeah.
Yeah. Pick Kevin's. I don't care. Whatever you want to call them.
Kevin's. Yeah.
Them too. Yeah. But
well, it happened because of Karen went nuts. Yeah.
Correct.
Her name was Karen.
Yeah,
Karen started it, so yeah.
Always look on the bright side of life. Yep, you have to, right? Like we were discussing before, you can't be a sad warrior in this battle. Yeah.
No, because your joy is your strength. Your joy is your strength.
Yeah, my joy is I love knowing that I'm getting to them.
I know, actually.
I get giddy with joy.
Yep. If I get kicked off YouTube, well, hey, good for me.
I'll just start another channel.
Yeah. Well, I've already got my backup, so we'll see if they let me operate that one. If they don't, I'll open up another one. So what's that, Dragon Sage? I have to go over to YouTube. I got a few more minutes here and I'm going to shut it down.
Yeah, absolutely. This has been great.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. You guys I love the sharing of the positivity.
Yep.
And we got to be ready for this strong delusion, guys. It's coming.
Yes. All right. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you very much for being here today so I can jive with you. All right.
I'm glad you joined.
Have a good one. Appreciate you coming.
And thank you, Max, and everyone.
Yeah, thanks, Morgan. Great vibes. And Paula, wonderful.
Yes.
Max, peace. Talk to you soon.
Oh, good song.
All
right.
I love
Thanks
you
for coming,
all.
guys. All right, guys, you all stay positive. I'm going to start it up again in about 20 minutes. We're going to do small semi-meditation and then a destination. All right. Bye-bye.